Hello everyone, welcome back to Python Programming series. This is the part 1 video from module 3, which is very interesting module. Before starting, if you are new to explore electronics, then subscribe to it for more VTU syllabus explanations. Let us start with the topics covered in this video. Dictionaries, the basics, what is dictionary, everything about dictionary, how we can store and how we can access the dictionary. And dictionary operations, what are all the operations in the dictionary? Dictionary methods, what are all the methods are there, what are all the built-in methods, everything we will learn in this dictionary methods. Aliasing and copying, why we use the aliasing and copying, these are all the topics covered in this video. Let us start from the basics of the dictionaries. What is dictionary? Dictionary stores the data as key value pairs. For example, English Spanish is equal to 1 to dos. Here 1 is a English, is a Spanish name for the 1. After that 2 is a English name. Dos is a Spanish word. It is a key and it is a value. Dictionary is a key value pairs. It stores the data in a key value pair. Clear with it? It is a key, it is a value. English is a key and Spanish is a value. If I want to access any value, I have to take the key. Here, if I take 1, I can access If I take 2, I can easily access the DOS. Clear with it? The dictionary, how we can store the data and how to access. Keys are unique and immutable. Here the keys are unique. Okay, these are unique and different and immutable. It is not changeable. Got it? Like strings, numbers are tuples. Strings are also immutable. Very clear? If you want to update or change anything, we have to create one more string. Like that, the dictionary also. Values can be of any type. Here, the values are there, no? DOS and It can be of any type, that is string, a number, anything. After that, dictionaries are created using curly braces. If you observe here, it is created using curly braces. Values are accessed using keys, not the indexes. Here, I have accessed the values using keys 1 and 2, not the indexes. Here we don't use the indexes. We take the keys to access the values. Clear with it? They are unordered. Meaning of the order of the items is not fixed. For example, it can be changed. For example, I can take 2 here, 1 here. There is no problem in changing because it is unordered. Dictionaries are unordered collection. Meaning of the order of items is not fixed. It is not fixed. Dictionaries provide very fast access because they use hashing. We can access very quickly because it uses hashing technique in the dictionaries. We have an example here. I have explained this English Spanish. This is the English key and Spanish is the value we have taken. If I want to access any value, I have to give the key here. By that I can easily access the value. Very clear with it? Dictionaries basics. In short, I will explain once again. Dictionaries are collection of keys. Collection of keys and values. Got it? And value pairs that are fast. I can easily access the values fast because we use hashing technique here. Unordered and use the keys instead of indexes. If I want to access, I will use the keys instead of indexes. This is all about basics of dictionaries. For better understand, I have explained this. And come to the main point, that is dictionary operations. Let us see the operations that we that perform in the dictionaries. The delete statement removes a key value pair from a dictionary. If I use the delete statement, delete operation, it will remove the key value pair from that dictionary. Let us take a dictionary That is, inventory is equal to apples, it is the key, 430 is the value, bananas is the key, 312 is the value, oranges is the key, 525 is the value. Key and value. Clear with it? This is a dictionary that I have taken. If I want to access the whole dictionary, I have to print inventory. Whatever is there, the key values present in the inventory, it will print as it is. Clear with it? If I want to remove particularly bananas, here bananas we have 312. If I want to remove the particular key value pair, I have to use the delete statement. Delete inventory bananas. Very clear? To delete the bananas, I have taken banana. If I want to delete the apples, oranges, pears, I have to give the particular input to that. After that, print inventory. It will delete the bananas and give the output, which is apples 430, oranges 525, pears 217. It will delete the bananas, the key value, bananas 312, and give the output as it is. Very clear how to remove the particular key value pair. After that, if I want to access the bananas which is already deleted, it will show an error message. Clear? Because I have already deleted it. How can I access that? It's not there. Clear? To add it back or update, assign a new value. If I want to add back bananas, I have to assign a new value to that. That is, inventory bananas is equal to 0. It is the key, it is the value. I am adding the key value again. Print inventory, it will print as it is. Pears 217, apples 430, oranges 525, bananas 0. It is unadded collection of data. That's why it will be, you can observe oranges here, banana is here, anything. It may change. It is unadded collection of data. Got it? And if I want to increase the value of any particular value, if I take banana, inventory banana plus is equal to 20. I am increasing the banana value to the 200. Before I had, if you observe here, bananas 312. For that 312 only I am adding 200. Here the bananas will be 512. It will just update because I have increased the value of banana to 200. For the previous value only it will add 200. That's why it is the updated value of bananas. Clear? Length inventory, which means it will return the number of key value pairs in the dictionary. If I want to access the number of key value pairs in the dictionary, I have to take length inventory. Length and the name of the dictionary. It will give the length. How many key values are there? Pears, apples, oranges and banana. I have 4 key values present in the dictionary, which is inventory. That's why length inventory, it will give 4 as the length of that dictionary. Very clear dictionary operations. Use the delete to remove the items. We use delete. In simple, I am explaining once again. We use delete to remove the items. Assignment to add or update. See, I am adding, increasing, or length to count the pairs. Here, length is to count the key value pairs. How many key value pairs present in the dictionary? After that, I have dictionary methods. What are all the dictionary methods present in Python? Here we have many built-in methods in Python in dictionaries. The keys method return a view object that shows all the keys in the dictionary. By using keys method, I can easily access all the keys present in the dictionary. Clear? By using keys method. A view object is like lazy object. The view object is like lazy object which gives only elements which is needed. Okay? It gives which is really needed. That's why it is lazy object, which is very similar to the range object. I have explained in the previous module the range object. which is also a lazy object. Here, keys is to take the keys, all the keys present in the dictionary. Got it? We can loop through the keys using for loop. We can loop through all the keys present in the dictionary using for loop, or convert them into a list. I can easily convert the keys values them into a list. Let us see how exactly it will work. For keys in English Spanish dot keys, I am using keys method here along with the for loop, because it will loop through each key in the dictionary. After that, print got key, it will print as it is. If you observe double quotation, got keys, key means whatever the keys I have in the dictionary, it will print that key one by one, which maps to value. Here it will print as it is in the output of that English Spanish key. English Spanish key means it is a value, English Spanish key. After that, it will print line by line, because I have 3 keys in the dictionary. Keys is equal to list English Spanish keys. It will print only keys. Whatever the keys I have, it will print only the keys. Let us see the output for this. We have 3 keys, right? 1, 2 and 3. Got key 1, which maps to value trace. For 1 we have for 2 we have DOS, for 3 we have trace. Okay, this is the output. For print keys we have 3, 2 and 1. It is unordered collection of data, that's why it will change. It doesn't matter. Clear with it? And the next topic is iterating over a dictionary automatically goes through its keys. If I iterate in a dictionary, it will automatically go to the keys present in the dictionary. Let us see an example. For key in English Spanish, the key in the English Spanish, it will go through the each key in the English Spanish. Print got key and the key. It will print as it is got key 1, got key 2, got key 3. Clear with it? After that, values method returns a view that can be converted into a list. For example, if I use values method, it will return a view that the converted into list. If I use values, it will convert to a list. Values returns all values as a list. Here it will return all the values as a list. I am taking the list English Spanish dot values. I am taking English Spanish dictionary dot values. I am using values method here. In the form of list I want, that's why I am using list as well. It will return trace, DOS and Okay, these are all the values which is returned as the view of the dictionary is now in the list form. You can observe it is a list. Clear? Which means values method, I have used the values method, returns a view that can be converted into a list. You can see here. Items method returns a view that gives a list of tuples, one for each key value pair. Here, if I use the items method, it will return the view as list of tuples. You can see the list and tuples here. List of tuples, one for each key value pair. Here it's a key value pair. Let us see the code here. Items, return key value pairs as tuples. It will return the key value pairs as tuple. List English Spanish dot items. I have used items here in the form of list. It will return 3 trace, 2 DOS, 1 in the list of tuples. It is a list of tuples. Clear? Tuples are often useful for getting both the keys and values at the same time. While we are looping, we can access the keys and values at the same time. Okay. For key value in English Spanish dot items, print got it will print as it is key It will go loop through the each key, and that maps to the value. It will loop through the each value. It will loop through each key and each value at the same time. I can access the key and value at the same time. And the output will be got 3 that maps to the trace, got key. Key means 1, 2, 3 we have, and the value means trace, DOS and Here 3 means it maps to trace, 2 means it maps to DOS, 1 means it maps to Clear? I can loop through the key and value at the same time. The in and not in operators can test if the key is in the dictionary. We have seen about in and not in operators in the strings and tuples as well, in the lists as well, which is very important and interesting as well. One in English, Spanish. One is there in the English, Spanish. Yes, it's there. That's why it will return true. 6 in the English, Spanish. It's not there. That's why false. Here we have used in operator. If it is there, it will return true. It's not there, it will return false. Tres in English, Spanish. It's there. That's why it will return true. No, it will return false. Why? Because it will test only the keys. For example, 1, 2, 3. Not the values. Here tres, DOS and are the values. It will test only the keys 1, 2, 3. Not the values. That's why tres in English it will return false. Clear? The in operator tests only the keys. You have to remember this. If you think that it is also there in the English Spanish, it is wrong because it's a value. It will test only the keys, not the values. You have to remember this point. This method can be very useful since looking up a non-existence key in a dictionary causes a runtime error. For example, if I'm searching for non-existence key which is not there in the dictionary, it will return an runtime error. Let us see an example. English, Spanish, dog. If I take dog, the value is not there. Dog is a key. Value is not there. That's why it will return a key error, which is runtime error. Dog is not there. Dog key is not there in the dictionary. That's why it will show an runtime error, which is key error dog. Okay. And the last topic is aliasing and copying, which is the most important. Copying the data into another type. Like dictionaries are mutable, which means we can easily change. So aliasing can occur. We can easily copy that, take a copy of that dictionary. When two variables refer to the same dictionary, changing one affects the other. For example, if I have two dictionaries, two variables with the same name, it will change. If I change in one dictionary, it will affect to the another because the variables are same. To keep the original safe, use the copy method. If I want to keep the original safe, I have to copy that. Correct? If I have a Aadhaar card Xerox, original Aadhaar card, if I keep a copy of that Aadhaar card, it will be safe. What if I lost the original Aadhaar card? That's why I have to copy that Aadhaar card. Understood? For example, opposite. I have opposite dictionary here. Up, down, right, wrong, yes, no. This is the opposite dictionary. Got it? Key value, key value, key value. Got it? This is the original dictionary. Alias is equal to opposite, which is similar to the opposite. Alias is also same to the opposites. Copy is equal to opposite dot copy. I am copying the opposite here, opposite dictionary, which is copy of that original. Clear with it? Opposite is a original dictionary. Copy is a copied dictionary, which is copied from opposite. Makes a new copy. Here it will makes a new copy of that opposite. Clear? Here alias and opposite point to the same object. If I take alias and opposite, both point to the same object. Changes in one affect the other. If I change one, alias right, if I access alias right, it will give left as it is. Opposite of right is also left only. Clear? Change in one affects the other. Copy is an independent dictionary. Here, I have copied from the opposite right. It is an independent dictionary. Changes here don't affect the original. If I make any changes in the copy, it doesn't affect the original opposite. Very clear? If I make any changes in the copy, it doesn't affect the original, which is opposite dictionary. Let us see an example. Copy of right is equal to privilege. I'm changing here. Copy of right is equal to privilege. But when I access the opposite of right, it will give left only. Got it? If I change the copy, it doesn't affect the original. Clear? Here, use copy when you want to separate dictionary. That won't change the original. Whenever we want to separate, dictionary, and that doesn't affect the original one. At that time, we have to use the copy method. Clear with it? Here completes the dictionaries part, which is from module 3. Very interesting. If you found this video helpful, then subscribe to Explore Electronics and share this video with your friends who are struggling in Python programming. And